Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements this December, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness. Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the virtual service at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church for a Sunday morning. My name is Ray Robinson. I am one along with my wife, the joint president of the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, and we bid you and extend a warm and loving welcome to both here in the congregation physically and you in virtual world. Our medium this morning is Peter Goddard. Peter, welcome.
Thank you.
And he's here. He'll be up in a moment doing the prayers.
I will.
And doing the rest of the service. And James Blythe will be doing the reading this morning from his wife's book, spiritual book. So let us now start our service. We're being focused on today's world and the power we can give as individuals, how we can bring light and peace into people's hearts and manifest that light in the world. So I would ask Peter now to open with prayer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray. If you'd just like to go into the quiet, into the place where you like to be or feel most rested. Divine Spirit, thank you for bringing us here to this wonderful church this morning, that we may receive messages of upliftment, love and light. And let all the love go out into the world where it may be needed, to those that are suffering in any way, shape or form, even to the animal kingdom and to the world itself. And let us somehow realise that the selfishness that we are now expressing in our daily life needs to stop. Let everybody here feel good about what they are doing and what they have done. And let the two worlds blend together so that messages that come through will help uplift and give love to those that are here. And whilst they are here, either in the virtual world or the real world, may they receive any healing that they may need, whether this is the mind, the body or the soul. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Can we now all say together the Serenity Prayer? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And friends, I would ask you all now, keeping that prayerful thought of mind, body and spirit, sending out healing to our loved ones, our family and our friends, to those names in absent healing books throughout the world. And we're also going to send healing this morning to young Peter here, who's injured his arm. And we've had some jokes about that this morning, but mainly the one that's winning at the moment is not being able to get his hand in his pocket to buy a pint. But we're sending healing to Peter. And also this morning we asked for Bernie and Kerry. That's a mother, Bernie, and a daughter, Kerry, who's about 7 months pregnant and who's having a bit of problem with the pregnancy. Jill, Amber, John Clifford, Margaret Cooper, Erwin Grice, Andy Ward, Rose, aged 4 with tonsillitis, Bo the dog, Tracy Honey, Wendy Payne and her family, Sharon, Shirley, Babs, Victoria, Jackie, Ray, Pam, Jim, Olwyn. And today we celebrate, strangely, but we say celebrate the passing of Pat, who's the anniversary today, and Cherie's son-in-law, Dennis, who's his birthday, who's in the other side of the world, not the other side of the world, but the other side of the world in Australia. We wish him a very happy birthday. So friends, let's have a few moments, seconds, and we'll do that, and then afterwards we will have the collection by George. Heavenly Father, we ask the prayer upon the names we have prayed for this morning, and also all those names in virtual world who family and friends are asking for prayers for. We ask you to send thy healing ministers to them, to comfort them in their time of need. Into thy hand, O Lord, we commend the spirits of thy children to thy safekeeping, knowing with thee at all times, thy will shall all be done. Blessed be. Thank you. We now ask George to go round with the offertory, please. And anyone online who wishes to donate to the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, we do have a PayPal account. It's www.paypal.com, PayPal.me/LAD Promotions. It's part of the ministry work of the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. And I'd like to thank you to those who donated last week and people that have set up direct debits for the church. I thank you both all very much for the donation.
You're watching a divine service with Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. The show will continue after these short announcements. This afternoon from 4 p.m, we welcome back our popular show, The Sunday Sofa, with Polly and Jane. The show consists of advice, readings and general conversations. Tomorrow morning from 11 a.m, Alison and Stace. Tomorrow evening from 8:30 p.m, Matt and Kirsty present their show offering spiritual advice and free readings. For more information on our broadcasts, schedule, and information about the presenters, please visit our website. That's it for all the announcements. I'll pass you back to Ray. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you all very much. And thank you for watching those adverts. It's very important that we all keep in touch with Spiritual Psychics TV and what's going on, and to vote as well, as the first advert said earlier today. So I'll say hello to a few names on screen. Hello, Maria. Good morning and welcome from Australia. Welcome. Pam, good morning and welcome. Kim, good morning. I hope you're well, darling. Leslie, good morning and welcome. I hope you and Alistair and the family are all well. Janine White, good morning and welcome. Sylvia, good morning and welcome. I hope you're well. Mariah, good morning and welcome. Jamie Lee Watson, good morning and welcome. Claire Colbeck, good morning. Christine Woodham from Spain. Hello, Christine. I hope you're well. I hope the family's all well. Hope you're enjoying the sun out there. Debbie Ace, good morning, Debbie. Sue, good morning and welcome. Andrea, good morning and welcome. Stacey Shaw, good morning and welcome. Sally Worker, good morning, Sally. How are you? Tracy Walker, good morning and welcome. Julie Erickson, good morning and welcome. Cheryl Flint, good morning and thank you for joining us this morning. I think we have a couple more and that will be it. Fiona Murray, good morning and welcome. I will put your name in the healing book in a moment, Fiona. I wish you well with your prayers. Paul Marshall, good morning from Yorkshire. We won't hold that against you, Paul. We're proud South Londoners here. Julie Caswell, I think we've met before. So hello, Julie, how are you? So that's it, my friends. Thank you very much. And I now ask Jim for the reading. Fiona.
Good morning. I'm going to read a poem from a book written by my wife, Sylvia Blythe, called Inspired Poetry. and this one she called telephone. There's a thing in our house called a phone, plastic machine, dog and bone. You can love it or hate it for sure. It'll ring as you walked out the door. If you wait, it won't ring anymore. You can try to find out who had rung. You can ask till you won't wear out your tongue. You can hunt till you'll nearly turn green. It's the phone, that rotten machine. Whoever, they never ring back. Was it John? Was it Sheila or Jack? I would ask if I had a chance, but no number was left in advance. I think I might just send out notes before they all come in white coats. I might yet go raving mad or simply sit down, very sad. Not knowing who rang is a pain. Ring, 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 oh, there goes that machine again. I push all the buttons they ask. I'm sure they talk through a mask. They ask why I phoned them at all. And I tell them they made the call. I put down the phone and I think much more than they'll drive me to drink. If you want me to know when you call, there's a machine and it's just down the hall. It is handy to know who's down the line. I'd be grateful for just one small sign. If you can't do that, I can't win. I shall shove that machine in the bin. Of course, it's a daft thing to do, but if you were me, wouldn't you? Thank you.
Thank you. He was clever, your wife, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Jim, for that. Fiona, I've put your name in our healing book, and I will share it amongst friends later today on the church WhatsApp page as well, if you don't mind. So I'm now going to ask Peter for his address.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ray. That was, Jim, that was a really lovely poem from your wife. It invokes, and we all have things with a telephone. Today I've had some really good news. So my address today is going to be about this wonderful thing we call life. And we've all got one. Every single person has got a life. It's how we choose to live it. It's what we choose to do with it. Now, we can have the life where we said, all went wrong. Woe is me. My life is terrible. What can I do? Or we can have the life that goes, that did happen to me, and I learnt from it. I moved forward. I moved on. And it didn't break me, it made me. And that's how we all need to approach life. The one thing we're all really lucky is, however bad you think your day has been already, or your week has been, the good thing is, especially for all you, and I know it happened to all of you because you're all here, we all got out of bed this morning. And that is a really good start to any day. Because if you don't, I'll be speaking to you from the other side. And I don't mind that, but actually, what I really want to do is speak to you from this side as well. See, he's taller than me. They've only got the top of me. They can see my glasses. So let's just get on to that thing about life. We can run our lives. And we think other people do, but it's only because we've allowed them to. You need to run your own life in the way you want to run it. And sometimes that does involve making decisions you probably don't want to make. The difficult decisions in life. Not to be used, not to be controlled, not to be not loved. You control your life, or nobody else. You live your sadness and you invoke your own sadness. The only way you can get rid of your sadness is by going, I don't need it. It's no good to me. It serves me no purpose. Walk away from it and think about love. Think about life. Think about the wonderful gift you've been given. And don't throw it away. Live every second of it. Every second is precious. Every life is precious. We are all precious. So please live your life to the full. Take what you can take from it, but also give back. Because as you give back, tenfold you will receive. For every bit of love that goes that way, it comes back this way 10 times. If someone does you a bad turn or something you perceive to be a bad turn, say it's okay. Give it back with love. Don't give it back with hate. Hate's a horrible emotion. If I want to hurt somebody, I have to think what I need to do to hurt that person. If I want to love somebody, that comes simple because it just happens. Forgive. Forgive, live and love. They're the most important things in life. More important than all your possessions, more important than anything else. Because with love in your heart, you wake up with a smile. With hate in your heart, you wake up frowning. And the person next to you, or the person you're with, or the people around you, don't want to see you with hate in your heart. They want to see you with love. And it's so easy. It's so easy. Don't let everybody else control the one life that you have this time round. Be in control of it. And I want you just to think about that for a minute. And the reason I've said that is this morning at 8 o'clock, I was very fortunate enough to be given another grandson. I have a new grandson that was born to me at 8 o'clock this morning. The lovely Frankie. Could get emotional here. And when we look at that, what we realise is that child's life is ahead of him. There is nothing at this moment he cannot achieve. He's not been controlled, he has not been led, he has no preconceptions, he's no pre-programming. At this precise moment, his life is a blank page. And we should all live our life like it's a blank page. Because tomorrow cannot be changed, it's done. 10 minutes ago, can't be changed, it's done. But 10 seconds from now is in your control. And you can do with that whatever you want. You can manifest the good things or you can manifest the bad things. Surely it's the good things that you want. The love, the happiness, the enjoyment. Walk around with a smile, for as you smile, the people around you will smile. And that's very important. And with that, I'll say thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, friends, we now come to that part of the service where we demonstrate the gifts of the Spirit. Peter will speak to you, come to you, either virtually or here in the church. If there's people here on church, they will speak for themselves, or I'll answer as well, but Peter will be able to hear that. And also, anything comes up on the screen, I'll relay that over to Peter as well to help him. Now, friends, this is a part of the service where we bring the two worlds just that little bit closer. And we must be mindful of the fact there are people that are around us that have perhaps lost family members and friends to the Spirit. And I know Peter will do his best to communicate with them. We can't do personal requests, I'm afraid. People often think mediums can say, I need to speak to Auntie Nellie who wears the wheel. It doesn't quite work like that, but sometimes it does. So, friends, I invite Peter once more to bring the two worlds just that little closer, and I hand you over. Thank you, friends. Peter.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. For those of you who haven't seen me before, I will just point this out. If I come to you, if you're in the church, a clear voice, because that makes the communication easier. With a clearer voice, I can get a clearer message. I'd like to say this: when your loved ones pass to Spirit, if they were humorous when they were down here, that doesn't get taken away from them. And I love to do this with humour and love and laughter. So that's the way I like to work. As I'm standing here, I take those off now. Nobody knows this, but the issue I have is I'm dyslexic, so which is why the glasses come off. So I can't read the screen, so the lovely Ray has agreed to help me out with this. So we're going to see where we're going first of all. So if you'd like to come on, you've all been there all morning, so who's the first one? Okay. So is it that? Right, okay. If I could come to the gentleman with the beard and the moustache on the right, is that okay, sir? That'd be you? Yes?
Good answer.
Yes, perfect. That's brilliant. Wouldn't nod on the telephone, you wouldn't get much of an answer back. Thank you very much. Okay, as I link with you, I get this lovely lady that comes to me in spirit, and I want to say this is Mum. Would you understand Mum being in spirit? That's really good. We're nodding, we're not saying yes. Thank you very much. Like I said, the stronger the voice, the stronger the link. So it makes it so much easier. Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay. Your mum was very, some of her traits she's showing me first before she shows me herself. She's quite outspoken but reasonably shy. Would you understand this about your mum? Because she's kind of speaking to me more than standing in front of me, and that's unusual. Normally they'll come and stand. It's almost like she stood over there and she's kind of walking around very slowly. Would you understand that? With the people she knows, she's very comfortable, though. You'd also understand that, wouldn't you? Yes. You'd also understand that she's a woman not to be trifled with. Yes. She tells it as it is. Because she makes me laugh. She takes to me you as a boy and says you was a bit of a handful. Yes. Yes. Couldn't be controlled too well. She's laughing because is that your good lady next to you? Yes, because she's saying, she said that lady deserves a medal. Bless her heart, she says. In the nicest possible way, young man. She's not being rude, she's just getting some fun. And she says that about you. She's telling me you need some upliftment right now. If I could talk, this would be so much easier. She's telling me you need some upliftment right now. Would you understand that? Yes. Okay, thank you, my darling. You can come round and show yourself now you're talking to me. Okay. Would you understand about her hair? She always liked her hair just so. Very much about her appearance as well, wasn't she? Okay. And she didn't like them neighbours thinking the wrong thing about her. No. And she said the scandal that boy brought home, but she's laughing about it. You would understand that? No. But she says it with niceness. It comes with love. No judgment. She's bless her heart. She says, don't take this the wrong way. She says, you're very clever with your hands. You're very practical, but you're not. No disrespect here. You're more practical than you are academic. And she says, there's a place for both. You've at times felt that was not so good. You always thought you needed to be academic, and actually you don't. And she's telling you need to take comfort from that. Would you understand that? Yes. Good. Would you understand there was something about she had an issue with her right leg before she passed? Yeah, because she's taken me to her right leg. And she's telling me she had varicose veins as well. I've just made that bit up. Bless. Okay. But she wasn't a complainer, your mum, was she really? No. She just took it, her words, she's quite straight talking. She says, I took it on the chin. You'd understand that? Okay. Would you understand about your dad not being so easy to live with?
I never lived with him.
Okay, well, she said that's what she's telling. Well, obviously it wasn't very easy to live with if he didn't live with you. That speaks for itself. But she says he wasn't very easy to live with. That's why he kind of, yeah? You understand that? Good. She's a woman of lots of patience that kept giving. You'd understand that as well. Yeah. Of both of herself, and not just physically, but also like that as well when she had it. But she said, I didn't have very much, but when I did, I would. She takes me to your children. A child. I've got children around her. And have you got a brother? Then this is nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she takes me to her giving them money out of the purse for the sweets.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a given that she would normally do that. They'd all always look forward round to going round to Nan's because Nan would be the one that give them the pennies to go to do that. You'd understand that, she's telling me. Would you understand about the massive dinners? Because she's showing me a plate and it's like huge. It's like 10 men's dinner on one plate. Yeah, well, listen. No salad was harmed in the making of this body either. She tells me that big dinner. And it's all about fulfilment with this lady. You'd understand that as well, wouldn't you? How she liked to fulfil people. Yeah, good. Would you understand? She's telling me about. Okay, she's making me laugh actually. She says she was always good for giving advice. The trouble was you just wouldn't listen. Yeah, well, she's now telling me that you're going to have to listen, otherwise you're going to get a spiritual slap instead of the physical slap that you used to get, bless her. Because she said she could be a bit handy, but only because you was a bit of an handful, she's telling me. You'd understand that?
No, I understand.
Yeah, okay. And she says with love. It's said all with love. Okay, so come on, my darling. Tell me why you've made this lovely journey to come and sit. Lovely spirit. She's just so lovely to work with. I got not an easy passing, but at the end it was very quick. So it was a bit of an illness, but a real quick passing. Would you understand that about Mum? Yeah. Like the end was done, yeah? Good, she's telling me about that. So. Right, okay. She's telling me you need to stop being so hard on yourself. Would you understand that? Yeah. Okay, and start to let things go. She says your address, Peter, was very poignant because you're holding on to stuff. Yeah, let it go. Doesn't matter. Yeah, and she wants to give you upliftment and laughter. This is really difficult, but I'm going to give it. Would you understand about the bike having to go? Yeah. And she's telling me that, and she's saying, "Don't worry." You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just moving on. She's telling me. Yeah. And she understands, because it's the funny thing is, she says it was such a rent, because I almost want to literally reach into your chest and pull your heart out. It was that bad. Yeah? And she's saying, don't worry, you're going to get something else. Bigger rushes in life. Oh, adrenaline junkie. Yeah, it's all right, because you just said you're just like me. She says, yeah, adrenaline junkie, you need to kind of, there are bigger rushes in life. Okay. And you're looking to do some mentoring, she's telling me, or you're putting advice to somebody. Would you understand what I'm saying about that? And that's been noted. Keep doing it, because you, although you feel it's not going in, it's chipping in. Would you understand that? Okay, thank you very much. What else? She's my lovely young lady. Okay. She's telling me that she'd like you to get out a bit more. Yeah? And be a little bit more physical. Yeah? Do you understand what she's saying when she says that? Okay. And bless her heart, she's taking me to your tummy. Not that there's an issue there, but she's saying, listen, I'm trying to be kind. She's not that she's saying there's an issue there, but she wants to get. She's got your plate, and instead of like she used to, she keeps putting it on. She's actually taking some stuff off, and you'd understand about that. And that's what she's saying, and she says it with love, because she had quite a good sense of humour, didn't she? She did have a really lovely. I've got she's giving it to me, and it's unusual. I've got a sherry glass for this lady. This lady having a sherry, would you understand that?
Yeah, she's sherry occasionally.
Yeah, because I've got, and it is sherry that she's not like, it's literally a little sherry glass that she's showing me. Saying not just for Christmas. No, bless her. Bless her heart. Please forgive me. These are her words, not mine. If you had him as a son, you'd have drunk more than I did. And that's her having a laugh with you. That's said with love. It's not said nastily. It's said with love. She's just playing on my sense of humour, so I apologise. But bless her heart, she is telling me that. Love her heart. But she says, you know how much she loved you. You know how much she loved you, because she kept cuddling you, didn't she? She's telling me. And she wants to give you a cuddle now. I always like to give a spiritual gift, because they're free. They don't cost me anything. I want to give you, of all things, a socket set or some tools. Would you understand that? And she's going to give them to you. Something needs mending. You understand that? She's telling me. Yeah? Yes? Yeah. Perfect. And with that, I'll say thank you for working with me. Leave this lovely lady, and I'm going to ask her to sit in front of you, because she doesn't want to go just yet, bless her, because when she gets going, doesn't she, bless her? So I'm going to let her sit in front of you and listen to me for the rest of the service, because she'd keep on. We didn't get nobody else to get a message, bless them. So I'm going to ask her to do that if she wouldn't mind. Well, thank you very much. She's a lovely lady. So we're going to go to the virtual now, which is what you guys like to do. So if everybody out there can listen up, please. Okay. As I link to the virtual world, all you lovely people out there on Facebook and YouTube, I'd just like to say I have this really lovely image of a young lady, and I do mean a young lady. This lady would be in her 40s, and as she presents herself to me, she's got sort of shoulder length, straight hair. She's very pretty in the face. She takes me to her chest for a cancerous condition as passing. She says breathing was very, very difficult towards the end. She also takes me to little ones that were left behind, but they'd be older now. So this is a little while ago. This isn't very recent. Thank you very much, my darling. Oh, she's a talker as well, because she wants to keep going and keep going and keep going. Oh. And she's a worrier as well, because she's been worried about these two youngsters that were left behind. She knows that they've been very well. Oh, cool. And she was very unsteady on her feet towards the end, because I'm being taken to. I basically nearly fell over, if you didn't see it, and I haven't had anything to drink. So she's taking me to being very unstable as she gets on. Sorry, my darling. There's a sister and there's a brother, so she is one of three. So I don't know whether a sister or a brother on here. I want to say there's a friend that may be listening to this. Is anybody that can take this? I can't really. That's really helpful. Okay, my darling. Okay, it's fine. Just calm down a little bit. It makes it so much easier. Would you also understand that she's telling me that? Okay, my darling. Just say that slowly. She tells me she was a housewife. I can take the lady.
I can take the lady. My nan died at this age with cancer, and she died when my mum was 9 years old.
Okay, that's fine.
The lady is called Mia.
Hi, Mia. Okay, Mia, would you also understand about this lady? Would you understand about your father having real problems? As she's telling me about your father had real problems, obviously, as he would, he lost the love of his life, but he never really got, even to this day, he talks about your mum and how much he loved her. I'm not saying he hasn't moved on, but she is always in his mind in the nicest possible way. And she accepts that he's moved on, and he needed to do that because he was quite, she's also telling me that your father is a big-hearted man who's...
She had 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy.
Okay, that's fine. I've got lots of children anyway around this lady. I've got the 2. Then the 2 girls are very close. The 2 girls are exceptionally close, is what I'm being told. So I know that you and your sister are exceptionally close. Not saying you're not close to your brothers, but I want to say you and your sister are very, very close. Okay, my darling, that's fine. So tell me some more. She's very proud about the education. The boys have struggled a little bit, but now it picked up. She's telling me that the education picked up with the 2 boys. The Mia, I want to say you're very well educated. You learn very quickly. She's telling me.
It's my nan. That's all she's saying.
Yep. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Sorry with this lady, but she's talking about you now, and she's saying that you are very well educated. She talks to me about your education and being very well, and also about you wanting to change. She's saying now you're talking about wanting to change either careers or learn something new, because I get that there's a change. She's telling me about a change that you would like to happen now, and she's supporting you in that change. She said it could be very good, well, it will be very good for you. Okay, so tell me what else you know about this lovely lady. Okay. She's telling me that you're exceptionally neat. Things are always just so in your house.
Yes, I'm very well educated, master's degree level.
That would count as a yes then?
Yeah.
Okay, what I want to say is that whatever that master's is, it's almost something else that you want to do as well. She's telling me there's something else that you want to do, but she's telling me about you're fastidiously clean, like everything is in a right place, almost very minimalistic.
Wow. She's changed career from teacher to psychotherapist.
There you go. So it just shows you how clever Spirit is. It's not me. Everyone thinks I'm this one. Trust me, it's just Spirit that give me the evidence and I just pass it across. Okay, well, that's fantastic. Well, she's saying to me that career that you've changed to, you know that it's where you're driven to, she's telling me, and it's what you have a passion for. So keep on down that path, because it's going to be really good for you.
I like to be neat.
There you go. We'll have all of those. Good. So better than me. Right. Okay, she's also telling me that you've been upset of late, like someone has upset you, and I know that because you may or may not be able to see this, but I get a tell. One of my tells is bad tears, I get a single tear in my left eye, good tears, I get a single tear in my right eye. So someone has upset you, you've had sad tears at the moment, and they're aware of that, but you need to come out of the little bit of darkness that you find yourself in at the moment, she's telling me. She wants to give you her love. Okay. Stop worrying about everything in life, she's telling me. You need to stop worrying, because she tells me you're a bit of a worrier. Stop worrying, she's telling me. It's all going to get to where it needs to get to. Okay, thank you. This lady definitely had a chest condition, because I'm really short on breath right now, and I've asked them to take it away 3 times and they won't until I tell you. So the condition that this lady passed with would be a chest condition. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I want to leave the ladies' love with you and say thank you for working with me, Mia. But you just keep on doing what you're doing, and stop thinking that you can't, because you can. She's saying, you know, the address, again, they've come back to my address this morning about you living your life, not just existing your life as well. But that little bit of darkness around you, please let it go, because it's just not worth your time or your energy, she's telling me. Very much.
Yes, someone has upset me a lot.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Well, listen, it's...
Yes, defo on her chest.
Yeah, good. I want to say, can you please take this lady's love? She's given you a lot of upliftment, and again, this is a lovely lady. You wouldn't know this, but if you can check back, this lady is another one of those lovely people that loves to cuddle. There's nothing wrong with cuddling. She's a lovely lady that wants to cuddle. She is an exceptionally beautiful woman. She was a really, really attractive lady because as she's showing herself to me, I can see that. But also, not only she's just a beautiful soul as well. And she's around you. And sorry, I just heard footsteps.
Yes, I'm a big worrier.
Yeah. Sorry, that just lost track there because I heard footsteps behind me, and there's nobody behind me. Okay, which is always strange. Okay, well, I'd like to leave her love with you and see if we can't find you a nice spiritual gift to go along with that. I'm going to put some lovely red and I keep saying this every time I do a service. I need to get a book on flowers, but to me I want to put some lovely summer flowers around you to lighten you up at the moment. So I want some nice oranges and some reds and some yellows. And some nice white flowers, like just a really lovely sunny bouquet. And she's telling me, can you take the dark colours off? Please put the dark colours away. Start putting your sunny colours back on, she's telling me. It's not good for you. What we see is what we attract. And I want to leave this lady's love with you and say thank you for working with me.
Says, thank you so much. Yes, I doubt myself so much. That was amazing. When you did your address, I knew it was directed to me. Yes, stunning, beautiful inside and out.
Thank you very much. We'll say thank you. Thank you, Mia. It's a pleasure to work for you. So where are we going now, please? The three ladies at the back, if I may come to you. No, thank you. I've got two people that have come for you, but I'm just going to separate them because I want the gentleman to speak first. Okay, if you could just come forward, sir, that's really helpful. Thank you very much. Would you understand a gentleman who's not very tall in height past the spirit? A lovely soul about this man. You'd understand about this man. Quite a jokey character as well. You get that about this man as well. But very practical. You'd understand his practicality. Okay. Would you understand? Oh, he's laughing at himself. He's laughing at me because he's saying it to me. Would you understand him about him being the cheeky chappy? Yes, it's because they always say that about me. So he's actually laughing. And he's almost like, we should go down the pub for a drink. And I'm like, I'm not going over there just yet. And there's no way. So do you mind hanging on for me? But he's that kind of guy. Once you get to know him, he's a nice guy, isn't he? And he's everybody's friend. You'd understand that about this chap as well, yeah? Quick passing, you'd understand that about this man? Yeah, and a bit of a shock for everybody as well, he's telling me. Always is, but the visitors we've got here today. I just attract them, right? I can't help it, mate. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've got to be careful because the last time I was here, I got told off for him. That's why I'm watching everything I do. Don't worry. You can tell him that from me. I'm frightened of him. I'm joking. Right, so this lovely chap who's speaking to me. Oh, yeah, okay. Mr. Robinson. Right, sorry. As I come to you and link to this lovely man, what a lovely, lovely, lovely chap. Would you understand there's a woman that connects to him? I want to go up. Yeah. You'd understand about the lady that connects to him going up? Sorry? Thanks. Yeah, it's definitely his nan. I wouldn't know. That's me telling fibs, and I don't tell fibs. I've just got a love. He was very much in respect of this lady. Would you understand? And she was more. That's what confused me. Would you understand about this lady being more of a mother than a nan? So he would respect her like a mum. Yeah, because I've kind of got that energy, which was what confused me. Because I only wanted to go up one, but then he said, no, that's wrong. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Would you also understand? Would you also understand about this chap? Okay. Would you understand about this chap being very particular in the way that he looks, the way that he dresses? Because would you understand about him cleaning shoes properly, regularly as well, and always commenting on people's shoes? But you'd understand about him doing his shoes regularly, yeah? Because with a brush, because I want to clean my shoes properly with this chap. Okay, it's really lovely. Would you also understand about this, Matt? I've got somebody who likes a drink, but it's not a drinker. They're two different things. Does that make sense?
In a way, yeah, drink, like that.
But not a drinker. So in other words, there's a difference between somebody who likes a drink and somebody who's a drinker. In other words, a drinker would be somebody who just drinks and drinks and drinks till oblivion. This guy would, yeah, but he's not the kind of guy that will come home pie-eyed 7 nights a week. It's not his way. Very sociable, because I've got him with his mates all the time. Does that make sense? Yeah. I've got football around him as well. massively into football. Because he's kicking a ball up against the wall. And I feel he would have done that with boys as well. The youngsters he would have kicked a ball about with. Yeah, because he's showing me that as well. And he's showing me against the brick. Obviously, it's a brick wall. But I want to say this is probably a half-height brick wall that you would know about, you've seen. It may even have been in his garden or at the front of his house. But I would understand about a brick wall that he's kicking a ball against because he's showing it to me. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Would you understand about this man towards the end wasn't as bright? Because I want to say that he wasn't as on the ball. Yeah, good, because I've got all of a sudden I've got a bit of a woolly head with this chap. Not massively, just a little bit. Just kind of lost his shine. Okay, let's see why he's come. Thank you very much. He said, this isn't Tesco's 2 for 1, you get 3 for 1 here. He's saying this, I don't know who does a 3 for 1, but if they did, that's where we'd be shopping right now. Okay, so let me come to, who do you want me to go to first, young man? Oh, sorry, the lady sat on the outside. Young lady sat, you're right, do you have to do, because some churches don't like this. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes some churches want to do it. No, sometimes they want you to do it through mum and then mum passes it across. So the young lady on the right with the check jumper on. So my right, your left. It's very confusing, isn't it? I know somebody who gives directions like that. That's the one. Right. Okay. Bless his heart. As he comes to you, he's doing this. Would you understand that? Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay, thank you very much. That makes life really. Oh, God, you just won't learn. Right. He's telling me you just won't learn. It's like the same mistake over and over and over and over again. Would you understand that? Yeah, good. But he's laughing. He does want to give somebody a slap, though. And this would be a male. You'd understand that as well, he's telling me. In fact, there'd be he just wants to give someone a cuff. You'd understand that? Yeah. Good. He loved this guy's sense of humour because he's got, you know the way you used to hide the straw, shortest straw loses? It's like that's what you constantly play. Look, it's like you pick the shortest straw every time. There are long straws in there as well. You can pick one of those if you want. Bless his heart. What a lovely energy to work with. Come on. Look, this is just upliftment for you because he's saying you need it right now. He's giving you a great big cuddle and he's saying, come on, you're a baby. And you are. I've got shirts older than you. And he's just saying to me, it's true. I have. Right, he's saying, you can't live your life in the moment, but you're going to make mistakes. That's just life. And that's what we learn from, he's telling me. But he said he would quite like it if you'd actually learn. He loves your energy. You're quite vibrant as well. He's telling me that you are connected to spirit quite well. Yeah, even mum agrees. Nan agrees. See, that was due to me. Thank you. I was going to say I haven't got my glasses on, but that would be rude, wouldn't it? I don't need glasses, I only need glasses to read. So it's fine, I can see you, but there we go. He's telling me, yeah, okay, thank you. You've got the gift, but you keep turning it down, because you keep seeing stuff out the corner of your eye, it keeps frightened. You've got frightened 2 weeks ago. You opened the door and you got frightened. Because they showed me you opened the door, you went, oh, yeah, exactly. Bless his heart. And that's how much he's around you. This guy's constantly around you, seeing you and checking you and making sure you're right. Because sometimes you don't feel very safe, he's telling me. Would you understand that? Yeah. You're always safe. There's a lot of protection around you. He's saying don't do stupid things, obviously, but there is always protection around you. So be aware that they've got your back. And you need to kind of push things forward in the spiritual sense. Thank you very much for working with me. I've got to say this, sorry. Can you stop with the clothes? Please. He said, please tell her to stop with the clothes. It's got crazy. But he's laughing because the young lady in the black is just as bad. You know you are. You can't deny what you can't deny. Because I just said, is it no? And he went, it's that lady as well. All right? He said he's got both of your cards marked, he's telling me. And he'd say that. You would understand him saying about your card being marked. No, this is Nan would understand me about this guy saying your card being marked. Yeah, like Good, thank you, because he said tell Nan. Okay, so let me, all right, so I'd say, but he is saying stop the clothes. It has to stop, all right? God, you could wear different socks every day of the week for the next 300 years and probably never need to buy another pair. Imelda Marcos. Yes, we know.
She'll say
Who? Yeah, exactly. Well, I was just going to say, there are people of an age that know what that means. You've got a shoe thing as well going on, haven't you? Trainers. Because you've got trainers that have got the slightest mark that never come back out the cupboard. Yeah, he's showing me that. Right, okay. I shouldn't ask questions, but I'm going to. You two are related, aren't you? Two young ladies are related. Sisters, I knew that. Thank you very much. Because you keep nicking our stuff. Yeah. Listen, excuse me, can you just do that a minute? Give the trainers back. So I can take your ears off now. I don't like getting people into trouble, but they're saying to me, tell her to cover her ears and tell her to give the trainers back. She doesn't know they're gone yet. Give them back. All right, she's going to go back and check now. She'll be like that, which pair is it? But you, excuse me, young lady, am I telling the truth? Yes, thank you. It's them telling the truth, not me. They're all around you because you sometimes feel quite lonely, I've been told. Yes. Yeah. And they're telling me they're always around you giving you that love because you've got lots of love to give out, I'm being told. You're a lovely soul, lovely, bright soul. And you know that you've started to write recently, haven't you? Yeah. It's a journal or words. Obviously, I was going to say the most crazy thing in the world, that words in a book. I don't know what else you'd write. But I've got I don't know whether it's just words in a book or in other words, it's a story that you're trying to write. Would you understand it? It's something about a story that you're trying to write? Yeah. Well, they're telling me carry on with that. Okay. Your brightness is just amazing, they're telling me, because it's almost like you're a beacon, but you also attract some bad people, a bit like that lady. Yeah? Would you understand that? You need to be more thoughtful about who you're, and especially you need to be more thoughtful about who, I hate to point, I apologise. You need to be more thoughtful about, this is more directed at the lady in the black and white. You need to be more thoughtful about who you're not mixing with, who you're making friends with. Would you understand that? Good. Sorry, the lady on the left, you've got some really good friends, haven't you? There's two in particular, isn't there? Yeah, good, because they're telling me about the two. The special two is what I heard. Okay, yeah, and you know yourself they're going to be lifelong friendships. Yeah, good. Yeah, no, that's what they're telling me. Okay. Yes, you do need to concentrate a bit more on your book work, but you can do it. Stop putting yourself down about that. Would you understand that? They're telling me you've got the wherewithal. You can do it. Okay, thank you very much. Driving test. Is one of you just about to take, I shouldn't ask questions, someone just thinking about taking a driving test?
We've always been talking about how we're going to do driving tests, but I was always a bit anxious about doing it.
Listen, this is an absolute fact. Whatever you hit will stop you. No, I didn't say that at all. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. It's only metal. They're telling me this is about you having confidence in what you're doing, they're telling me. Yeah, would you understand that? Have the confidence and move forward, yeah? And I want to say thank you. I want to come across to Nan, if I may now. No problem. Okay, would you understand about the world being on your shoulders? Yeah. Do you know you can actually throw it away and just deal with your own stuff? Because it's almost, don't take this the wrong way. Don't throw anything at me, because you could probably hit me from there. Not if I do that, though. It's almost like you hold it there. Does that make sense? And it's lovely that you care for everybody, but their problems are their problems. Would you understand that? Yeah. Okay. And sometimes we need to let them fall so that we can pick them back up and they can learn to get back up. You'd understand that? Yeah, good. Also, I want to say to you, okay, they're telling me about a slip that you've had. Yeah, you're just not, again, not really taking, because I want to go all of a sudden, it was very quick, wasn't it? Yeah. And you went down. I know how that is, because I've just had mine rebuilt. It's fine. It's only pain. It's only pain. But you got quite a bad bruise, didn't you, here? Yeah. Because when they're not showing me about that, they're telling me. I'll save you blushes. They didn't. Right. They're telling me that sorry. Would you understand about this man having a cough or you having a cough?
Yeah.
It's you, isn't it? Yeah. Please, just look after yourself, yeah? But they're telling me about the cough. They're just making me aware that they're aware of the cough. Okay, I want to send this man's lovely love with you and see if I can't find you a nice spiritual... Okay, I've got a collective spiritual gift, and apparently you're all going to laugh at this. I want to give you donuts. But would you understand that? Something about the special donuts. Would you understand about somebody bringing special donuts? Anyway, I'm going to give you these donuts and say thank you for working with me. Thank the Spirit, my darling. I do the easy bit. Sorry, I've got to say this. The lady, one of you two young ladies has fallen off a curb or tripped off a curb. Yeah, I was drawn to you. Yeah, yeah. Can you just get a bit closer to the middle of the pavement? That way you won't get run over. Because I want to say it got close, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Because that's what they're taking me to, the edge of a pavement. You go in like that and go, and everyone. If you stand in the middle of the pavement, this may find this hard to believe, but the cars don't go on that bit. They go on the bit between the pavements is called the road. That's where you normally expect to find the cars. Okay. If you could stay away from that, they'd love that, they're telling me. Okay, well, thank you very much, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Now we'll go to the virtual world. Sorry, guys, in the virtual world, but we had 3 people all come together there, and one person who wanted to speak to everybody. Right. Okay. This is not a particularly nice one. I have somebody who passed to the world of spirit in a car accident. The car hit a tree. This would be a young man, and I want to say it was a very quick death, a very quick passing with this chap. This is a terrible thing to say, but whoever this is directed to will understand what I'm saying. Understand that I'm actually got my eyes closed, so I can't read the screen right now. Would you understand that this chap always lived his life that way? He lived his life in the fast lane. He was very, very on the edge of life all the time. It was a complete hang on, let's put my false teeth back in. A complete risk taker, but a great fun guy. Everybody's best friend. I want to say that he left... Sorry. Say that to me again, young man. There's a young man that's been left on the earth plane where this man is concerned. Okay. And I feel I want to come to a young lady, a female spirit. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I want to say this happened in bad weather as well. I'm just going to take a drink. Sorry, guys. I want to say this is something that happened in bad weather. Although it was tragic, in some respects, people kind of knew that this guy would not live a long life.
One of our viewers has said they love the energy of you.
Thank you. I wish you just had a bit more.
Christine from Spain.
Thank you, Christine. Right, okay, so...
Another Christine, lovely sense of humour.
Thank you. Right, so let's get some more about this lovely chap who's had the accident. So I've got...
Angela Clayton. Yes, I can understand a young man who died in a car crash and hit a tree.
Thank you very much. What's her name?
Angela.
Angela, thank you very much, Angela. We will start working with you. If anybody else comes in, we will go across. He's very adamant about people saying that not that it didn't come as a shock, because it would always be a shock, but it was, if anyone was going to do it, this guy was going to do it, is what he's telling me. And he doesn't take that in a bad way. He's just saying that he always lived his life too fast. And that's the message he's trying to get me across to you at the moment. Oh, take that away. Thank you very much. With this chat, what are they giving me is quite graphic, Ray, so is it all right if I give it? Because I want to say...
That's not.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
In case we offend anyone.
No, that's fine. He's taking me, to the fact that he lived his life far too quickly. Again, this is a nice guy. But he's a man's man.
It's a very crazy, dangerous life.
Yeah, good. But this is what I would call a man's man. He was up to all sorts of things, and we'll leave that there. But he was very experimental, I want to say, this young chap in life.
Someone called Elaine Bellinger. I understand this information. He has a younger brother.
That's helpful. Perhaps we could have a double link, though. Okay, what I'm going to do is, because we give 2 there, I'm going to hold...
He says it was an anniversary for him a few days ago.
Okay. Okay, so give me the thingy. Young man, if you just separate... Thank you. Who's there? You there?
Right, Angela now says, yes, my life is very quiet and I'm not a risk taker. Can understand that.
Good. Okay. Right. I'm going to work with, if Elaine can just stand by for 1 second, I'm going to work with Angela first and then go back over to Elaine. Is that all right? If you could just stand over there, that'd be really helpful. Okay, just before I go, Elaine, would you understand about this chap would be very polite, because literally, and he would respect people, because literally as I asked him to step to one side before I came to you, he was okay about that. He was fine about that. Whereas the other chap was not. He was like, he wanted to be first. So Angela, you would understand that your chap would be very impatient. Everything's got to be done. Okay, good. Okay, so what is it you would love to say to the lovely Angela? Okay. What he's telling me about Angela is that... Thank you. Okay. Slowly, because you're talking at 300 miles an hour. He's a real quick talker, and he's almost tripping over his own words as he speaks to me. But what he's saying, as he links to you, he's telling me that he knows that your life is quite... Sometimes it's all... Okay, thank you. Sometimes it's all right to lead that kind of life, and he understands that you lead that kind of life. There is no advantage to living the way he lived, because sometimes you see your life as boring. It's not. It's just a path that you have gone down.
Angela says he was very impatient.
Yeah, good, because he wouldn't stand back. Angela, sorry, my darling. He's telling me that the path that you have chosen is much better for you, because you have a propensity, you need to think things through, he's telling me. You need to figure things out, whereas he just went for it. You figure all the stuff out, he's telling me. He's saying that's much better for you. Please slow down. He's telling me that's much better for you. Okay, thank you very much. He's telling me to tell you to stop letting things get on top of you. It's like something's got on top of you and you can't shed it. It's almost like there's
now saying I like a quiet life.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, he's telling me, and it's better for you. A hectic life wouldn't suit you, he's telling me. He's around you all the time. I think he just wants to come in to let you know he hasn't left, but he was also coming around to tell you how proud he is of you. And although sometimes you see it as boring, because he's telling me sometimes you do, you wish this, you wish that, trust me, that grass, this is really funny, the grass isn't greener on the other side, it's just cut slightly differently, we just think it is. And he's saying that steady life is much nicer and much more calm for you. He's telling me it's lovely that you've started to explore your spirituality, he's telling me, because you have recently started to explore your spirituality. It's really good for you, and it can move you forward to where you need to be. He's telling me that, and he's giving you lots of love as he says that to me as well, and lots of encouragement. Yes, you can do this thing that you want to do. He's telling me that. He's telling me that you've started to draw, because I've got drawing with you. I want to say that you've started to draw stuff. Can you please...
Yes, I'm a planner. I like to think everything out beforehand. I don't like stress.
Good. That's fantastic. I'm pleased. Sorry.
She's worried about something at the moment.
Yeah, listen, lead the life that you know is best for you is what he's telling me. This is much more calm for you. You wouldn't suit, it doesn't suit you because of the order that you like things to be done in. He's telling me that life doesn't suit you. Yes, he's telling me you can be spontaneous. He uses that word, spontaneous. He's saying, but don't be reckless. You don't need to be reckless, maybe a little bit more spontaneous, he's telling me. Look where reckless gets you. But he's talking to me about your spiritual side, and he's very proud of you, and he's got his hand on your shoulder, he's got his arm around you saying, come on, you can do this, you can do what you want to do. But I've got drawing with you. He's very specific about drawing, so I don't know whether you started to draw or you've been thinking about starting to draw.
Started painting a year ago.
Perfect. That's fantastic, my darling. He's very proud of that, and he's been around it, and he's seen that, and he says you've seen a progression in it. He said you've seen a progression in it, and he's very proud of you. I'd like to leave his love with you. I've asked for a spiritual gift, and immediately here's where my ignorance comes in. I've got one of those boards that painters put a thumb through and put all the different colours on, and he's giving you one of those. And I've got lots of vibrant colours on there, but I've not got you mixing colours too much. I like they're saying to me you like You like the, sorry, say that to me again. It's almost like you like the preciseness of colour and precise colours, he's telling me. He said, stick with that because that's going to be your forte. And with that, I'll leave his love and come across to the lovely Elaine. If you could just come back and remind me what you said. Okay, you could take the chap who passed. Thank you, Mr. Patience.
Yeah, he's a lovely young man.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Elaine. I really appreciate that.
There was an anniversary here a few days ago.
Thank you. And this, I think he's just... So why have you come for a young man? Tell people to stop worrying about me. Okay, Mum is still here. Mum is still on the earth plane, and Mum is worried about what happened. He says it was very quick, I felt nothing, and I don't know where this is, but I am still her. I'm gonna phrase it how he has phrased it. I am still her beautiful boy. I am the beautiful boy that she remembers. The only thing is, I'm a lot less reckless now, and I started to think about what I'm doing. And believe me, Mum, I would have done things differently. I do love you, and I do love you, and know that you love me, regardless of what has ever been said. And he's very specific about them. And don't listen to what people are telling you about you. You need to understand, as we understand, you are a beautiful, wonderful person, he's telling me. Great big hug. He's giving you a great big hug because he says you need that almost a bear hug. And there's a funny thing, he's showing me something I've seen. It's one of those memes that we see on Facebook. And what it is I want a hug so tight that it puts all the broken pieces back together. And that's the kind of hug he wants to give you. He wants to make you whole again and feel better about being you. And I want to give his love to you and say thank you. And I've got a nice spiritual gift. Okay, this is a nice gift. I've got some chocolate roll thingies, you know, Cadbury's chocolate roll thingies that are in the blue packet things, and he's giving you those. It's like a treat. So you need to treat yourself. You need to take more for you. And I want to say thank you for working with me. Okay. Now we're going to go over to somebody in the church again, if that's okay.
Yeah.
How are we doing for time, Ray?
Just on 12.
What time do we finish?
15.
Okay, so 2 more.
Yeah.
If I can do another quick one.
Whenever you're ready, you know.
I could go all day. I feel the energy in here was amazing today. Right. Okay. So where are we? That was that large gin and tonic. Wrong kind of spirit though. Right. Okay. So where are we going to go today? We are going to go to. We've been done them. Come forward. It's the lady. Which of these two ladies is it, please? Okay, very quick one. It's for Jim. I've got your wife with me, and she says she loves the way you read the poems, but you don't read them at home, she's telling me.
I do occasionally.
Yeah. Jim, she's telling me, mate, I can't take it back. She says, pick up that book. Pick up the books more, she's telling me. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
She wants you to pick up the books more because your mind is wandering. And I just want to leave her love with you. That's all she wanted to say. Lovely, sweet lady, though. She's not particularly tall, is she? Big heart, lovely big heart, this lady, isn't she?
Yeah,
Lovely big heart. And she's very much an encourager, isn't she?
Yeah.
Because she said to me, "You're doing very well. You're doing very well." She's patting me on the back, which is lovely. She's got that's all about. That's her in life, isn't it? You would know this lady. I'm being told.
I've met her once, yes.
Yeah, she's telling me because makes me look at you as I say that. Because I said, and she went, "Oh no, he knows me. He knows me." Cup of tea. I want to have a cup of tea with her as well. Cup of tea and a natter, but you understand that, she's telling me.
Yeah.
She loves a cup of tea and a natter. I don't often get names. Would you understand about a Bev? Her and a Bev? Beverly? Okay, I've moved on. Is the Beverly with you, young lady, at the back with the coat on? Yeah, you're the last person. I know, but it amazes me when people do that. You come to people in the church and they go, what, me? Well, it's okay. I was with you, but I will come to you because I was with you next. Okay, Bev. Who's Bev, my darling? Okay, who's the lovely Bev? I don't get names. I always get names. I've been given it. I hate putting names aside when they give them to me. As you've noticed, it's the first name I've had since I've been here. Trouble remembering my own name sometimes. Right, if I'd like to come to that lovely lady at the back. There's always one. There's one in every service. Don't listen. I'll tell you what it makes it. Thank you very much. I'm pleased because I know it sits somewhere. They give me a name. It just cements that I'm with you. Brilliant. That's perfect. That's really lovely, my darling. Thank you so much for that. So, would you understand a little lady that's got the glasses on who's coming through? I've got a little old lady with glasses. That's good. Please tell me she's passed away because I hate killing people. Oh, good. I did this once in a church, and I said, I've got your mum, and they went, she was at home when I got left. I went, you might be getting a phone call. No, I didn't. I'm playing. I never said that. See, there you go. That's how good spirit are. Think and so on. Well, that's what they say. As you think, so it happens. That's how we're taught, you see. Isn't that right, Ray? Yes. So it's all done with the process of thought. Think healing, healing goes. So if ever you want to heal anybody, this is a tip to everybody. Just think the healing to go to them, and that's exactly what happens as you're thinking it. Right. So let's bring this lovely lady through. Would you understand about her really liking a natter, and when she starts, she cracks on?
When she was nice, she was very, very nice. And when she...
Right, but would you understand about her?
Oh, yeah.
It's a rolling, it's almost like 300 mile an hour.
Yeah.
Good. Liked a bit of cake, she's telling me.
Yeah.
Because we've got a cake. Loves it all set up right, because you've got doilies. Loves a doily. But doilies, I have to have doilies, darling. Sorry, she's very adamant about a doily. If I don't say the word, she keeps saying, no, tell her about the doilies. So she's coming stroppy through now. She's not. She's being really lovely. She's actually being really lovely. But she's very exact in what she says. And if she believes what she's saying is right, she'll just keep going. You'll understand that about this lady? You obviously don't know how she passed, because I've got a pretty quick passing, but I'm drawn to my chest. That's fantastic. Well, it's not fantastic, obviously, but it's good that you understand the evidence. We don't want to give anybody illnesses either. Okay, so we are saying that about how lovely this lovely lady is. She's not particularly tall. Wears a skirt. I've got her in a skirt quite a bit. Not so much slacks. I went to say trousers, and she went, no, they're called slacks for us ladies. And we call them slacks, she's telling me. Okay, so let's see what else we've got about this wonderful woman. Would you understand about everyone goes to her? Because I've got like a what?
She's like a forelady.
Yeah, what?
Like in charge.
Yeah, because I've got everybody going to me with their problems as well.
Yeah.
So people would talk to her about, oh, my boyfriend's done this, or my husband's done that, or I can't do this. And she's going, oh, do you know what used to drive me mad? She loved it, but she's going, used to drive me mad, she's telling me. Okay. Would you also understand about her having a problem? You wouldn't understand. I don't know. I'm going to say it. Immobility towards later years. She wasn't as quick on her feet.
Yeah, she didn't move very fast.
No, that's good. That all sits well with this lovely lady. So she will know who she is, and we know she's not Bev. She's one of Bev's mates, but she did bring. Bev would have worked with you too.
Not directly, but I know. Yeah, I used to see her face around.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So we'll see what those lovely ladies turned up for you. Okay, she's having a laugh. She says, you've got to quit the nagging. Yes. You've got to quit the nagging, she says. You're bringing yourself down, she's telling me. She's saying, tell her to stop the nagging, it's bringing her down. Okay. She says, you're always happy at work. You spread happiness, she's telling me. And she likes that about you. Okay, thank you very much. Please take that away. Thank you. Yeah, she wants to give you a lot of love. She wants to give you a great big hug. But she said she's actually having a real laugh with you, and she's saying, again, with you, things are going to get better. I want to understand you're feel very on a plateau at the moment. She's saying things are going to get better for you. You'd understand that? Yeah, well, she's telling me that. We don't predict lottery wins. We don't. If we could predict lottery wins, we wouldn't be here. In fairness, we'd be here 2 weeks. I'll tell you 1 week. You can tell me the next, Ray. We'd be laughing. Right. So I want to say, yeah, she wants to give you a lot of love, and she wants to give you some upliftment. Just settle your mind. Would you understand that? Settle your mind, because as I speak to you, my head is spinning. Yeah, exactly. You need to start settling your mind. She says you come to these places, you get your messages, you go home, and you forget what you're being told. And she says it in a nice way. It's like you listen, but you don't. You hear, but you You listen, but you don't hear. Would you understand that when someone says that to you? Listen to the message, but you don't really pay attention to it.
We're trying, but nothing seems to change.
Right, but what she's saying is you're the architect of that, nobody else. You need to kind of put a bit in as well.
Right.
And she's saying the one thing that you're going to choose to do because it's what you've chosen to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. She wants to, crazy thing. She wants to give you a boat.
A boat?
A boat, yeah.
I'd like to sail away.
Perfect. We'll have that. You can have the boat, then it's yours. What?
I want to do a Shirley Valentine here.
There you, well, listen, that's what the boat's about then. They've given it to me for a reason, haven't they?
The Isle of Wight's nice this time of
Yeah, you can have the boat. It's all yours. I want to... I've got to laugh. As I said that, she went, you'd sink it.
I'm thinking.
No, you would sink it, she said. You're great. Your directions are terrible. You drive it into a rock. You're terrible at directions, she just said.
Yeah.
Because she said you wouldn't know, you'd end up nowhere. Because I said, what are you on about? She went, as I said that, she went, no, she'd sink that boat. That's exactly what she said. What was head in hands? She went, no, I'm surprised you got here. Your sense of direction's terrible.
You'd be surprised at the job I had.
I wouldn't.
Should have had direction, but I never ever did.
There you go, see. So what they give me is, the evidence they give me is wonderful. I want to leave this lady's love with you. The boat it wasn't the gift I want to give you, but they said, say something about a boat, and so that's fine. But she said that made you laugh, and they said they haven't seen the smile very much lately. No. This lady had a great sense of humour, didn't she? No, not yours, but that lady's as well. She had a great sense of humour, didn't she?
She thought, well, it was a funny sense of humour.
Right, I'll give you that, because I said, have I got a spiritual gift? And she went, yeah, give her a couple of pegs. I went, what are you for? She went, peg the smile on.
Yeah, exactly, the sort of thing like that.
Yes, and that's what she said to me. She said, give her a couple of pegs and peg the smile on with it. And with that, I'll say thank you for working for. It's been lovely being here. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Peter.
Pleasure.
Pleased to have you here.
Always
Great.
a pleasure.
Great. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for today. Next week, it's Mr. Bill Hughes making a return to the church. And on Wednesday here, we will have the Friendship Club, which is 11 till 2. So I have to say that because we've changed it a couple of times, and I'm still doing the Friendship Club from when Ann Cox ran it, which is like 30 years ago. That was 2:15, I think, that one. So, all right, friends, thank you very much. Thank you. Someone's called Stacey saying thank you, Peter.
Pleasure.
So thank you all very much. I'd like to take at this time also to thank our producer, Richard, at Spiritual Psychics TV. Please watch their shows on a Monday, and please have a great time. Andrew Rees loved listening to you, Peter.
Thank you.
So, Peter, would you close our meeting with prayer?
Yes, I will. I'm going to tell you guys something as well. This is going to be really strange, and it shows you how clever Spirit is. As I get up, I have no pain in my shoulder. I've had my shoulder completely rebuilt 5-6 weeks ago, so I've had lots of surgery done to my right shoulder. And when I sit down, I'm going to have to put my sling back on. But the minute I get up, you'll notice I can move my hand and my arm. There is no pain. And that's how clever Spirit is. The minute I sit down, I'm in agony to the point where I've just had to ask somebody who will have to help me put my sling on. But just to show you, that's how clever Spirit is. Spirit can help you, but you have to ask. And that's very important. So I'd just like to say that. And now if you'd like to go into the quiet, please, and we will just do the closing prayer not very quickly. We'll do the closing prayer. Divine Spirit, thank you for bringing us here. Thank you for all the wonderful messages of upliftment. Thank you for the wonderful address. And thank you for the lovely Ray and Jackie for opening the church and keeping it going all these years, and all the hard work that they've put in so that we may enjoy it. Thank you to Richard for the lovely SPTV that he puts on, and all the hard work that he puts into that, and the continuous hard work that goes in to make these services possible for you guys. I also like to ask for a cloak of protection to be placed around everybody here in the church and at home until we are fortunate enough to meet again, along with their families. I like to thank the Lord for giving us the divine hope and upliftment and love that we all need. And I'd like to thank Spirit for giving me the wonderful gift that they have given me, so that I may help a few of you, or as many of you as I can. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope you stay and have a cup of tea if you can. It's lovely seeing you all. Look forward to seeing you out through the coming weeks. Just to remind you, can't remember the dates properly at the moment, but we've got our Spirit Seeker in a few days, and Jackie and I will be going away on holiday to Malta. I really can't wait. And the other good news is, those who don't know, my Ashley and his wife are having another baby. You're more happy than I am. No, that's good news. And Jackie's got something because she's rushing up.
And just so Spirit Seeker weekend is the 15th to the 18th. So next Sunday is going to be our last Sunday physically here. So Sunday the 15th, majority of you will be with us at Bournemouth anyway, and we will be broadcasting from Bournemouth. It's just those of you that are not with us in Bournemouth be able to go back onto YouTube and see us. We come back on Monday the 18th, but we're going to Heathrow literally on the 19th, and we're away for 10 days. But we will be open on the 24th of October with Ian Mason, who's going to do the technology along the...
And Mary.
And Mary's going to be doing...
And Jim.
Oh no, you're the medium and Ian's the chairperson. So between the three of them, they're going to be...
And I'm on a beach in Malta.
We will be back physically. After you see us next Sunday, you won't see us again until Halloween, 31st. And as I'm 60 a few days before that, and I'm hoping to buy some cakes in advance so that we can have some cakes and celebrate my 60th on that day. So everyone else's birthday that has missed out on their big birthday. So we're trying to get the cakes before Spirit Seeker. Okay, and this coming Wednesday we have Ashley Mills as our medium. The following week is June Frost. So there'll be good afternoons. And the letter of the alphabet, we'll carry on with the D's into F's over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much. Thank you for the lovely comments you've just put in. See some of you at Bournemouth in a few weeks' time. Good morning, God bless you, until we all meet again. Goodbye.
Spiritual Psychics TV. Online. Spiritual Psychics TV isn't just an online broadcasting service. We also offer many features via our website. SPTV offers a unique directory that uses geolocation to find your nearest reader or venue, just by using your postcode. The Academy section allows anyone to upload and create their own spiritual courses within minutes. For those who like to read, then our online magazine area will offer just that. The SPTV shop enables anyone to start their online shop, be it to sell used or new items. You can also find our schedule and information about our shows.
Spiritual Psychics TV, bringing spiritual people together.